and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. I think this is a free play for Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Stops short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Garoppolo on first down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
11.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
21.
They'll run here with John Kelly. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
4 down.
They go read option with Wilson. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time, but a 1st down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They go play action now. Wilson. His throw caught right around the 6. A good pickup there at 22.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout.
Tempo.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Rams add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Escaping the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ndamukong Suh. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. They went right back to him there, figuring one big play deserves another. You think maybe he called for it and said, hey, give me the ball again?
I think a lot of people operate under the whole idea of if they haven't stopped it, go until they do. You go right back at a guy because maybe his confidence might not be as high. In this case, he responded well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He hits Beasley right side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Buying time to his left. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards.
Go ahead.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll go with the keeper. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Well, is it 3rd and somewhat manageable now? Not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Wilson steps away to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, 2 guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now he's flushed out left. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
What do you need? 13.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Blair. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Flush to his right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the 1st.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction, so to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Dancing to his left. They find some open field here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
0-0-0. Shotgun.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
12.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He fights him off. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And Ndamukong Suh in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. 3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw is RG3. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that.